Today we're going to look at how to use the Canvas Gradebook functions for student learning outcome assessment. The first steps will be to go to your settings, and in settings turn on the Learning Mastery Gradebook and the Student Learning Mastery Gradebook. Next, we go to the Outcomes, which is in the navigation menu. This now appears. It was not there before. Click on that. It takes you to the page where you set up your outcomes. So click on Add an Outcome, and in here you will state the short name for what you're going to use, and then in the description box, type in the exact student learning outcome that you will be assessing. When you get to this screen, you can change the points that are available, and you can change the descriptions. This will appear to be the same on all the rubrics that you use the outcome, because these are the outcomes that I have used for this class, and they're available to add to each one of the rubrics. So you can change the points. The Mastery at for my advanced class, I set it at 9 because I need to have 90%, so 9 out of 10 possible points. And so I've changed my points to fit my particular requirements. After that, you go to the rubric, and in your rubric, you choose to add outcomes. You have a choice between the particular assessment that you're doing, which is not included in your outcome report, and your various outcomes that you've previously set up. Then when you actually grade the student, you just use it as you do a regular rubric, and these are just part of the functions for this particular discussion. This student got 65 out of 100 based on, well, one of the facts is she didn't follow the instructions and didn't answer all the questions, but she did meet the deadlines, and she turned it in more than at the last moment, so she exceeded the deadlines. That's one of the features I'm trying to get the students to do, so they actually get extra credit for doing that. Next, when you want to see you're ready to do your assessment, you go to the gradebook, which is usually here, and you click on Learning Mastery. When you do that, you get this page here with the student names. It'll show out of the possible points. It'll give you the course average up here for the particular items, and you actually get this report that has a graph breakdown that you can see. Now, when you click on the report, which would be at the left-hand side of the screen, when you're on the student mastery page, it gives you an Excel report, which looks just like this, except I took out all the student names and imports it into Excel. This particular assessment that I'm looking at, it has them all listed out. I'm just showing you the resume result. They had a possibility of getting 10 extra credit points. That means they had an excellent, very professional, which you can see some of the students did, resumes. Some still needed some improvement, but they had done beyond what an average college student resume would look like. So it shows that I have an average for the class of 19, with the mastery being at 9. So when you saw on the chart, they all exceeded mastery. So then I would use that in my assessment report, which I created this rubric that has all the information that's required on TrackDat. I just was not able to input it on TrackDat at the time, so I made my own form. And as you can see, it shows the SLO being assessed, the method that we were using, all written assignments were graded by a rubric. The result was this particular one that I was looking at is the communication skills. This is from last semester. We didn't have the rubric done for the resumes last semester. So assessing the communication skill, every single assignment had that outcome on it, and the students were graded. And in this particular class, 100% of the completers met or exceeded the goal. And what we're going to continue to do is in our Para 101, 121, 297, we'll incorporate professional communication skills as part of the assignment, because this is actually one of our program learning outcomes also. And the follow-up will be that we will review these in the other classes, and we're going to add modules on proper communication in the Para 105 work experience class and in Para 100 to get early starts and to make sure that our work experience students are communicating in a professional manner.